Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Are you tired of feeling stuck? Tired of waiting for a breakthrough that never comes? Let me tell you something, success doesn't happen by chance, and it doesn't knock politely at your door. It's earned, fought for, and conquered. If you want to transform your life, you need to change how you live it, not someday today, right now. And I'm going to give you 5 habits that, if you commit to them daily, will turn your life upside down in the best way possible in just 30 days. First, wake up with purpose and urgency. I'm not talking about rolling out of bed like you've got all the time in the world. I mean, leaping out of bed like your life depends on it, because it does. Every day is a gift, but too many people waste it like they've got unlimited time. Let me be clear, time is not on your side. If you don't have a reason to get up and attack the day, you're already losing. Define your purpose and commit to it like your future depends on it, because it does. Urgency fuels progress, and progress creates success. Second, plan your day ruthlessly. A vague plan is no plan. Your schedule should be so tight that distractions don't stand a chance. Write it down, hour by hour. Decide in advance how you'll spend your time. Why? Because if you don't control your day will control you. Success isn't accidental, it's engineered. When you plan with precision, you're telling yourself, I'm serious about my goals, and let me tell you, seriousness gets results. Be brutal with your time. Don't waste it on trivial nonsense or unimportant tasks. Focus on what moves the needle. Third, take care of your physical health. Some of you think you can push your body to the brink and still perform at peak levels. Newsflash, you can't. Your body is the machine that powers your dreams. If you don't take care of it, you're sabotaging your own success. Exercise daily. I don't care if it's a run, lifting weights, or even walking, it's about building discipline. Eat like you respect yourself. Junk food doesn't fuel greatness, and don't skimp on sleep. You need energy to perform, and rest is where you recover. Your physical health is the foundation of everything else. Treat it that way. Fourth, expand your knowledge daily. The most successful people in the world never stop learning, and neither should you. Read books that challenge you. Listen to podcasts that inspire you. Find mentors who've walked the path you want to walk. Knowledge is power, but only if you apply it. Don't just consume information, use it. Let it shape your decisions, refine your strategy, and sharpen your focus. Every day you invest in your mind, you're building the tools to conquer the next challenge. Never underestimate the power of consistent learning. And finally, reflect and improve every night. At the end of the day, sit down and ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What will I improve tomorrow? This isn't about beating yourself up, it's about holding yourself accountable. Growth requires brutal honesty. If you're not willing to face your flaws, you'll never fix them. Reflection isn't just a habit, it's a mindset. It's about being committed to constant improvement, no matter how small. The small adjustments you make daily will add up to massive changes over time. Let me leave you with this: transformation doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of deliberate action taken consistently over time. These 5 habits: waking up with purpose, planning ruthlessly, prioritizing your health, expanding your knowledge, and reflecting daily, are not optional if you're serious about success. They are your foundation. Commit to them and watch what happens. In 30 days, you won't even recognize the person you've become. It's time to stop waiting and start doing. Your life is waiting for you to take control. So what are you going to do about it? Let's talk about what it truly means to wake up with purpose and urgency. Too often, we hear people say, I'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow is not guaranteed. And every time you put off action, you lose an opportunity to create the life you want. When you open your eyes each morning, it's not just another day, it's a new chance, a fresh page, and an unspoken promise from life that you have work to do. Waking up with purpose means understanding that your life is not random, it's intentional. And urgency? That's the fuel that makes purpose come alive. Without it, purpose is just a dream. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two people wake up at the same time. One rolls out of bed with no direction, mindlessly scrolling through their phone, hoping the day will somehow deliver what they want. The other jumps out of bed with fire in their belly, knowing they've got goals to chase and opportunities to seize. Who do you think wins the day? The truth is, life doesn't reward hesitation, it rewards preparation and action. The moment your feet hit the ground, your mindset sets the tone for everything that follows. Do you want to stroll aimlessly, or do you want to sprint toward greatness? Purpose starts with clarity. You have to know what you're chasing before you start running. Why are you here? What's the point of your efforts? If you don't have an answer to those questions, you're like a ship lost at sea, drifting wherever the waves take you. Purpose gives you direction, and direction gives you power. When you know your purpose, you stop wasting time on distractions and start focusing on what truly matters. And let's be clear, focusing on what matters requires urgency. It's the mindset that says, I don't have forever to get this right. I need to act now because the clock is always ticking, and the opportunities of today will not wait for tomorrow. But let me tell you something about urgency. It's not about panic, it's about priority. It's about treating your time like the precious resource it is. Time doesn't wait, and neither should you. The world is full of people who intend to do great things but never take the first step. Don't let that be you. Purpose without action is like a car without fuel. It looks good, but it's not going anywhere. Urgency is what gets you out of neutral and into motion, and once you're in motion, amazing things happen. Doors open, ideas flow, progress is made. Now, waking up with purpose and urgency is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about aligning your actions with your goals. Ask yourself every morning, what's the one thing I can do today that will bring me closer to where I want to be? That question alone can transform the way you approach each day. It cuts through the noise and focuses your energy on what truly matters. And once you've identified that one thing, don't hesitate. Attack it with everything you've got. Make it the centerpiece of your day and let everything else fall into place around it. The reality is, most people sleepwalk through life. They wake up, go through the motions, and wonder why nothing changes. Don't let that be your story. Wake up with the determination to write a new chapter every single day. Wake up with the hunger to make something happen. Because here's the truth, nobody's going to hand you your dreams. Nobody's going to do the work for you. You have to be the one who decides that today is the day everything changes. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. So when that alarm clock rings, don't hit snooze. Don't roll over and waste another precious moment. Get up and remind yourself why you're here. Remind yourself of the goals you've set, the people who are counting on you, and the vision you have for your life. And let those thoughts be the fuel that ignites your fire. Because when you wake up with purpose and urgency, there's nothing you can't achieve. You just have to decide that you're ready to start. And once you do, the world will have no choice but to take notice. Planning your day ruthlessly is not about being rigid or mechanical. It's about mastering your time and prioritizing what truly matters. Every successful person will tell you this time is your most precious resource, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. But here's the truth, that too many people overlook time. Doesn't get stolen, it gets wasted. And it's wasted because of poor planning, distractions, and a lack of clarity about what you're trying to accomplish. If you want to achieve greatness, you must become the architect of your day, building it with intention and precision. Every single day, you have 24 hours. That's 1,440 minutes or 86,400 seconds to use however you choose. The difference between success and mediocrity lies in how those seconds are spent. If you fail to plan your day, you are planning to fail, plain and simple. You'll end up reacting to life instead of taking control of it. You'll chase after the urgent instead of the important. And let me tell you, the world is full of distractions ready to devour your time. Social media, endless emails, random requests, these are the thieves of productivity. If you don't have a plan, these distractions will win every time. When I say plan ruthlessly, I mean treat your day like it's a gold mine, because it is. Start with clarity. What are the most important things you need to accomplish today? Not 10 things, not 20. Focus on the top 3 to 5 priorities that align with your long-term goals. Write them down. Put them in your calendar. Block out specific times to work on each of them, and don't let anything short of an emergency pull you away. This isn't about being busy, it's about being effective. Busyness is a trap, effectiveness is power. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They underestimate how long things will take, and they overcommit. This is why their plans fail. They try to cram too much into their day, leaving no room for the unexpected. Let me tell you, life is full of curveballs, and if your schedule is packed too tight, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Plan with flexibility, but don't compromise on your priorities. Build in buffer time between tasks so you can handle the unexpected without derailing your progress. This isn't just smart, it's essential. Another critical element of ruthless planning is knowing when to say no. Not every opportunity is worth your time, and not every request deserves your attention. If it doesn't align with your goals or add value to your day, it's a distraction. Learn to say no with confidence and without apology. Protect your time like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. Every yes you give to something trivial is a no to something meaningful. And let me remind you, your dreams deserve your yes more than anyone else's distractions. The final piece of ruthless planning is reviewing your plan at the end of the day. Did you accomplish what you set out to do? If not, why? Was it a lack of focus, or was your plan unrealistic? Learn from today to make tomorrow better. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. You won't get it right every time, but if you stay committed to planning and adjusting, you'll get better every day. And as you get better, your results will start to compound. You'll look back a month, a year, 5 years from now, and you won't believe how far you've come. So take control of your time. Treat your days like the treasures they are. Plan with precision, focus on what matters, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. You're not just planning a day, you're building your future, 1 hour, 1 task, 1 choice at a time. Make it count. Taking care of your physical health isn't just about looking good or fitting into a certain size. It's about showing up for yourself and honoring the vessel that carries you through this life. Your body is your foundation. It's the engine that powers your ambitions, the vehicle that transports you toward your dreams. And let me tell you, if you neglect it, everything else, your work, your relationships, your goals will suffer. Taking care of your physical health is a non-negotiable if you want to live at your fullest potential. It's not a luxury, it's a responsibility. I think about this, would you drive a car without ever refueling it, without ever getting it serviced? Of course not. You know that neglecting the maintenance of your car would lead to a breakdown. Yet so many people treat their bodies the most valuable machine they'll ever own with far less care. They push through exhaustion, fuel themselves with junk, and then wonder why they feel sluggish, stressed, and incapable of tackling the challenges in their lives. Success in any area starts with energy, and energy comes from taking care of your physical well-being. When you exercise, you're not just moving your body, you're sharpening your mind and strengthening your spirit. Those minutes you spend running, lifting, or even stretching are investments in clarity, resilience, and endurance. Exercise teaches you discipline. It pushes you to confront your limits and break through them. It's not just about the physical benefits, though those are undeniable. It's about proving to yourself every day that you are stronger than the excuses, that you can rise above the temptation to quit. And every time you prove that to yourself in the gym, On the track or at home, you're building a mindset that carries over into every other part of your life. And what about nutrition? It's not just about what you eat, it's about the message you're sending to yourself when you eat. When you choose whole, nutrient-rich foods, you're saying, I respect myself enough to fuel my body with what it needs to thrive. When you eat junk, you're telling yourself that shortcuts are okay, that mediocrity is acceptable. What you consume becomes the raw material for everything you do, your thoughts, your energy, your creativity. If you feed yourself trash, don't expect to build something extraordinary. Then there's rest. In a world that glorifies hustle, sleep is often seen as a weakness. But let me tell you, rest is a weapon. It's where your body repairs itself, where your mind processes and organizes, where your spirit finds calm. Without proper rest, you're not operating at full capacity. And if you're not operating at full capacity, you're cheating yourself and everyone who depends on you out of what you're capable of. Rest is not the enemy of productivity, it's the fuel for it. Taking care of your physical health is about more than surviving, it's about thriving. It's about giving yourself the tools to face each day with strength and clarity. It's about ensuring that when opportunities knock, you have the energy to answer. It's about sending a message to yourself and the world that you are serious about living a life of excellence. Because when your body is strong, your mind is sharp, and your spirit is steady, there is nothing you can't accomplish. Every successful individual you've ever admired, every leader, every person who's made a mark on this world has one thing in common: they never stop learning. I want you to understand that knowledge is not just power, it is the foundation on which your future will be built. And if you're not actively expanding your knowledge, you're falling behind. But here's the thing, expanding your knowledge is not a one-time effort or something you do sporadically. It's a daily habit, a daily commitment. Every day that you let pass without adding something new to your mind, you are choosing to leave opportunities on the table. And opportunities, they don't wait, they move on to the next person who's ready. Now, when I talk about expanding your knowledge, I'm not just talking about reading books or listening to a podcast, though those are great, but it's much deeper than that. Expanding your knowledge means opening your mind to new perspectives, new ways of thinking, new strategies, and new ways to view the world. It means learning from your experiences, learning from your failures, and most importantly, learning from others. You have to actively seek knowledge. It doesn't just come to you unless you chase it. We live in a time where information is everywhere. It's in your pocket, on your phone, at your fingertips. The world has made it easier than ever to learn. So the question is, why aren't you? Why aren't you taking full advantage of all the resources available to you? The truth is, many of us are too comfortable. We stick to what we know, we stick to our comfort zone, and we wonder why we're not growing. But growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from challenge. It comes from pushing yourself beyond your limits. And expanding your knowledge is one of the greatest ways to challenge yourself. I think about this every time you learn something new, you add another layer to your foundation. Every new skill, every new idea, every new piece of wisdom builds upon the last. But here's the kicker, it doesn't just stop with knowledge alone. Knowledge is meant to be applied. It's not about how much, but how much you can use. You can read 100 books, attend 20 seminars, listen to 50 podcasts, but if you don't apply that knowledge in your life, it's wasted. Knowledge without application is useless. It's the action you take with that knowledge that creates transformation. Now let's talk about growth. The more you learn, the more you realize there's so much you don't know. That's what keeps you hungry. You see, the more you grow, the more you understand that the world is constantly changing. Industries shift, technologies advance, and new information is always coming to light. If you're not consistently learning, you'll be left behind. And that's not just a possibility, that's a guarantee. You see, the competition doesn't sleep. The people who are going to take the opportunities you're eyeing are the ones who are committed to learning. They're the ones who are constantly evolving, adapting, and growing. So if you want to stay ahead, you have to be committed to expanding your knowledge every single day. And let me tell you something, your future success depends on it. The habits you form now are the ones that will shape your tomorrow. If you want to elevate your life, you can't wait until things get easier. You can't wait until you feel like you have to make learning a daily habit. Even when you're tired, even when you're dizzy, even when you're busy, even when it seems like there's no time, you make it a priority. Because this is how you move from where you are today to where you want to be tomorrow. Expanding your knowledge is a mindset shift. It's about committing to never stop growing. It's about seeking wisdom at every corner, learning from everyone you meet, and never thinking you know it all. There is always something new to discover, a new way to think, and a new opportunity to grab. Don't let it slip away. It's time to step up. It's time to expand. Every day you commit to learning, you are not just becoming smarter, you are becoming better. You are becoming unstoppable. And that, my friend, is how you transform your life. Let me remind you of something crucial. The pursuit of knowledge is not just an action, it's a way of life. The greatest minds and the most successful people didn't reach their heights by staying stagnant. They understood that growth comes from learning, from consistently expanding their understanding, and from applying that knowledge every single day. So as you move forward, don't let a single day go by without investing in your growth. Whether it's through reading, listening, or simply being open to new ideas, remember that every bit of knowledge you acquire is a tool for success, a key to unlocking your fullest potential. The world is changing rapidly, and the people who succeed are the ones who adapt. But adaptability comes through learning. So I challenge you today to make learning a daily habit. Don't settle for what you know now. The future you desire is waiting, but you won't get there by doing the same thing you've always done. The key to your growth, your success, and your future lies in expanding your mind every single day. Stay hungry, stay curious, and most importantly, stay committed to your own transformation. Because when you invest in your knowledge, you invest in your future. And that's where the real power lies.